A largely forgotten concept that's really seen a resurgence in the pandemic: mutual aid, where neighbor helps neighbor, neighbor helps stranger. Liz Neisloss shows us how communities around here have been putting such networks to use to address new needs created by the coronavirus.
Revere sends peanut butter and canned tomatoes to Winthrop. Winthrop sends produce to Revere and East Boston, from one city to the next, swapping with their neighboring city.
If someone has a lot of pears, and we have too many apples, but they have a lot of pears, we make the switch. For instance, we have some frozen pancakes. Someone needs frozen pancakes. We'll send it there, and they'll send back some frozen lunches.
If you want to grab this stuff here, we can do the exchange here.
An old-fashioned way to help fill an enormous new need. 38% of Massachusetts residents now struggle to get enough food.
There you are. Thank you. You're welcome. Take care.
That's up 300% from before the pandemic. In Revere, the mayor has seen the surge in demand.
The underlying issue and challenge that we've faced is food insecurity, and this is something that we've heard from our residents really from the beginning of this crisis.
And in East Boston, the YMCA serves a steady stream of needy. Last week, between walk-ups and delivery, they gave out over 13,000 meals. But on this day, extra-bagged meals from the East Boston Y will go to Revere. Realtor Derek Broden is behind the sharing effort.
Sometimes it's just overwhelming when you hear these cases of people who are literally living day to day by the food that they receive.
The idea of swapping surplus began with bananas. Broden got a call from his sister-in-law in the produce business. 6,000 cases of bananas had no buyer.
And I realized that if we didn't do something with that valuable resource, that it was going to go in a dumpster. So when I reached out to these partners, East Boston, Winthrop, Revere, Chelsea, they said, yeah, sure, we'll take 200. And oh, by the way, we have 50 cases of apples that we might be able to give to you, or 20 bags of potatoes.
At Cummings Elementary School in Winthrop, volunteers sort the food. When they got a huge donation of cheese, extra cheese went to Chelsea.
Anytime we can help out another community, that turns around and helps us. So it's kind of like the old school barter system.
Cities aren't just leaning on each other for food. In this time of uncertainty, Revere's mayor says mayors are more connected than ever.
It's really unprecedented. We're all going through it at the same time, and it's really important for us to share information and share resources.
And ideas. When people were coming for food without masks, masks were added to the food bags.
As I mentioned to you, we're trying to get those in bags so folks can take them back home with them. So anything you can do.
This large-scale mutual aid effort is now in its 8th week, and organizers say there's no sign of the need slowing down. Liz Neisloss, WGBH News.
Despite the current focus on the phased reopening, the Greater Boston Food Bank, which supplies much of the food around, says nothing really changes for us, and food insecurity is as high as ever. They're still looking for volunteers.